Seahawks Chargers. Open Chargers -1 now. Seahawks -3 or -3.5. Total open at 43 now. Pinnacle bet online hanging 41s. Other books hanging 40.5s. Seahawks open with a win at home to the Broncos before losing 25-19 at the Vikings. Russell Wilson looked fine, but Paxton Lynch came in and looked real bad last game. Chargers opened the preseason with 17-13 loss at the Cardinals and a 19-17 loss at home to the Saints. Cardale Jones, man, looked good. He looked good. 10 for 14, 111 yards, 1 TD. I enjoyed seeing him look good, and that was one of the few preseason performances that did put a big smile on my face. Helped the Chargers get off to a 17-3 lead. I mean, they were in complete control after Jones did his thing, and that was nice to see. Open Chargers -1 now. Seahawks -3 or 3.5, 4 or 4.5 points towards the Seabirds. What do you think about this spot, Donnie?
Yeah, it's a tough one because, you will like Seattle and maybe Pete's back in that whole mode of we're going to start winning preseason games. And it makes sense here. And, Russell Wilson's probably going to get himself a good first at least quarter, maybe even quarter and a half in this ball game. When you're looking at the Chargers from the other side, how long is Phillip Rivers going to play? But do I want to lay the 3.5 in this spot? I would feel much more comfortable if somebody even jumped that opening line of getting +2 or +1 offshore. But now that's up to 3, really a no play for me. But if I had to make a play and said, you know what? We're going to get after it. It probably still would be Seattle here, Jimmy.
And Torino saying I'd lean Seattle since Lynch might not play with the hit that he took. Whale Capper, Seahawks, Chargers.
Yeah, Seahawks here are the look. I think, again, you can kind of count on Pete Carroll trying to get his troops fired up for this one. He's going to try to get the locker room into a good place. And the Chargers' backup quarterback situation is an issue. I'm not a Cardale Jones fan at all. I thought that he's gotten away with some pretty sloppy play to this point in the preseason, and I could see him creating a couple turnovers if he's out there for an extended point of time. And I think that lends itself to some easy scores and some and a comfortable win here for the Seahawks.
Okay, so you didn't like that first half that he put on? I thought it was nice.
It's tough to say what the first units will look like head to head. I just am more confident that the Seahawks are going to give us 60 minutes here and that they make more sense in the full game.
No, I feel you. And do you still think that at -3 or -3.5, or do you think the time has passed?
No, I think, again, I'm not necessarily giving 3 and 3.5 much weight or seriousness as far as preseason games go. And so, I don't see a huge difference in -2 and -3.5. And to be honest, it's maybe 5% or so win probability difference between those two for a preseason game. So I would, I like the Seahawks, and I think, laying the points is not a big deal.
Nutflush says live bet the Seahawks by watching how hard Pete is chewing his gum.
You know what? That if you live by that, if you live by that code, you'll be a rich man.
Okay.
You can retire early, really.
Oh well, yeah. Man. After we banked that rainbow pick 6, man.
That's right.
I'm gonna be arrested in like 3 hours. That's what's gonna happen. Be slapping ass. Yeah, we'll be rolling, man. Just won't be allowed back in the States.